The one event of All-Star Weekend that gets everybody talking each year.
More so than the game.
More so than the game.
More so than the game.
Is the dunk contest.
Yes, sir.
Now, one of the most iconic dunk contests of all time, the 2000 dunk contest, turned 18 this week.
In the town, in Oakland.
And you're talking to Vince Carter throughout the season.
Yeah.
What advice did he give these dunkers about going into this moment?
I asked him that specific question in this week's diary, the 6th edition of the Vince Carter Diary. And he said that when he came in 2000, he came to win. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't flat out say it, but I could tell he was more excited about being in that dunk contest and actually being in his first NBA All-Star game in 2000 in Oakland. And he came with a game plan, knew what he wanted to do. But when he went in the layup line, he saw Steve Francis.
Yep.
And he saw Tracy McGrady. Mm-hmm. And he saw Ricky
Davis.
Ricky Davis.
Yep.
He said he felt like he had to take it up to another level. So he did some different things, but he came with a game plan. So he said the main thing to do is don't ad-lib it. Come with a focus, come with a game plan, come to win, and respect your opponents.
Now, you're a veteran at dunk contests as well. So what's your advice for these dunkers?
Stop throwing the ball off the floor. Does that make sense? Or like throwing it off like having props or having somebody involved.
Right.
Like, if you go back to the dunk contest of the 80s, Dominique, Jordan, Spud Webb, they didn't have a lot of props. And, look, Aaron Gordon did a great job with it when he did it.
Right.
But if you go look at those old dunk contests when they were always great, they were just athletic. They were just graceful. They were beautiful. They were jumping from the baseline. They were jumping from the free throw line. They weren't, using mascots or using
hoverboards.
Hoverboards or whatever. They were just dunking. And I think now guys use so many props that it messes them up because they're not just relying on their athleticism.
Right.
They're relying on somebody else to throw the ball correctly or for some material thing to work correctly, a mechanical thing to work correctly. And a lot of times that fails them.
There's nothing more provocative in sports than a what-if question. So I'm giving you free reign to pick anybody.
I'm scared. I know what you're gonna ask me.
Everybody in their prime.
Yeah.
Everybody in their prime.
Yeah.
Your life savings on the line. Your life savings on the line.
Man.
What's the one dunker you're picking to win that dunk contest?
You go first. I'm gonna let you pick first.
Oh, mine is easy, man. I gotta go with the greatest dunker that I've seen of all time is Vince Carter. I mean, that guy 2000 was just an iconic moment. I know the word iconic gets thrown around a lot. But Vince Carter, that was an iconic moment in basketball history. And if you think I'm lying, go to YouTube right now and YouTube Vince Carter top 100 dunks. And that will answer all of my questions for me. So now I'm throwing it back to you.
Everybody's healthy.
Everybody's healthy.
We're taking them to their prime.
In their prime, in their absolute peak.
Part of me wants to take Dominique Wilkins.
But I feel a butt coming.
For some reason, I never feel like the judges really, truly gave him his just due.
88 dunk contest.
So I won't pick Dominique because I think the judges would do him wrong.
Oh, outside factor. Okay.
So, but everybody, as much as they love Vinsanity and all that, I'm going to have to go with Michael Jordan.
Ooh, and all UNC.
And that's even over Dr. J.
Ooh, mm-hmm.
I just think that the beauty of seeing Michael Jordan dunk, the grace, the athleticism, the flight time, even as great as Vince is, and the way his competitive juices are, I'm gonna have to go with MJ.
Now, if we could ever invent a time machine, that would be the all-time greatest dunk contest right there. Prime Michael Jordan, prime Vince Carter,
Dominique.
Shoot, man, you can take somebody like
Dr. J,
prime Blake, even somebody young dude
Blake
like
Griffin, Aaron Gordon,
Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
it's a lot of guys. Now let's take it back to the current day. This weekend, you got Victor Oladipo. You got like father, like son, Larry Nance Jr., whose father actually did win a dunk contest in 1984. You got Dennis Smith Jr. and you got Donovan Mitchell. It's hard to choose, man. So I'm gonna make you answer this one first.
I almost think it's a push all the way. This is like the first time in a while that I feel like all four guys have a chance to win.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Oladipo because I just think he's really, really creative. he knows this weekend is huge for him because he's the only guy in this group that's an all-star.
Right.
So this is a weekend where he could make it his. In LA, he's trying to become a singer too, like a big-time singer.
Hey.
I think he'll surprise some folks, do something creative, and probably go against my grain. He'll probably use some props.
Right.
Victor Oladipo from the Indiana Pacers.
Man, I've been saying get this dude in the dunk contest since the summer league. Actually, since he was at NC State, and I just got to go with Dennis Smith Jr. I picked him to win. I picked him in the Rising Stars category. I got to pick him in the dunk contest. Man, this dude can jump out the gym. He has showmanship. So I'm going a big weekend for Dennis Smith Jr.
And I actually did a story with Dennis Smith this week, coincidentally.
Hey, look, theundefeated.com. Just check it out. All
and
right?
I asked him when was the last time he had been in a dunk contest. He said high school. But knowing him, it being in LA, don't be surprised if he pulls J. Cole out. They've known each other since he was in high school too.
Yeah.
He'll be creative as well. I think it's going to be a good night, a good dunk contest. And, you know, they've been good, they've been bad, but I think this is going to be a really good one.
I think this is going to be a good one, but we're about to find out.
Give him a 10.